The following broadcast is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Hammond will drive baseline. Outside Satter. Step back three, number 12. He got it!
That's McGar. McGar turns to the right side. Now he's going to take that shot on net. He got it!
Rushing dominance. Here's Penu again. Penu up the middle. Makes one miss, two miss. Penu off to the races again. Touchdown number 3. Yes!
Castor after it. Now Black for Castor. Castor scores!
We'll see if Drew Nelson can keep this one out. And he can, and he does. What a save on the PK.
Nielsen for 3. Count it for 3. Nielsen hits it from the left wing.
Kick is away. Short kick taken at about the 21-yard line. And a nice return right up the middle. That's Murtis. James Murtis down the sideline, and he's going to go for 6. James Murtis, 79 yards.
And eventually pushed over by the Vikings. Johnson to the outside, DeBoer, and DeBoer with some power there on the outside, the kill.
Some bits to Hammond. Hammond to Hage, inside to Van Dam with the slam. Oh, Cameron Van Dam on a Friday night.
Jump serve is over. Juleson, here's the set. Nisley for the win. She got it, and the Bismarck Century Patriots are your state champions.
And now, the cameras are ready. The headset is on. Without further delay, it's game time.
And welcome everyone to West Fargo High School here, where we have the Packers taking on the Devils Lake Firebirds. Just a little bit of some info about this game is that Packers are 9-0 so far this season. Their last game they won 90-75 versus Valley City. And it's actually been a week since they've played. They played last Tuesday in Valley City, and they won 90-75. Leading scorer was Carter Bierncott with 28 points. He was also the leading rebounder with 11 rebounds. Leading assister goes to Brett Limke with 6. As percentage-wise from shooting, they were 55% from the floor, 31% from three-point range, 75% in free throws. They had 12 steals and 14 turnovers. So Packers came away with a 90-75 victory as they remained undefeated so far this season. As for the Devils Lake Firebirds, they're 0-8. As for their last game, they lost 59-62 versus Valley City, and there were no stats made available on that game. But just to go over the next game for both of these teams, January 29th is going to be the next game for Devils Lake, and that one's actually going to be at home versus Wahpeton at 7:15. The next game for the Packers is going to be January 29th, and that's going to be away versus Grand Forks Central at 7:15. And then they got a big game coming up just that next day where they will take on the Cheyenne Mustangs, as the Packers are going to take on, currently right now, the number 2 seed. They're ranked number 1. As for total EDC standings, West Fargo's number 1, Cheyenne's number 2, Davies is number 3, South is number 4, and Wahpeton is number 5. As for your WDA boys standings, we have Minot is 1, Bismarck High is 2, Jamestown is 3, Legacy is 4, and Mandan is 5. Just to give you a little bit of an update on the games previous to this, C-Squad, the Packers won 81-64. As for the JV game, we reached 100 points, ladies and gentlemen. The Packers came away with a 100-48 win with a Nick Carlson dunk at about the 10-minute mark in the second half. So if you want to go back and see a nice dunk, we don't always get one of those. That was at around the 10-minute mark in the second half. As for other games that we are broadcasting here tonight, we had boys hockey JV game. Davies 7, West Fargo 0. That was the final. So Davies hockey in the boys JV game coming away with a 7-0 win. As for girls basketball, Breckenridge 42, Barnesville 32 in their girls basketball JV game that ended just a little bit ago. And we're going to turn it over to our PA announcer here. And if we do a national anthem from a student, we will stay here. If not, we will go to a commercial break.
sportsmanship. Fans are asked to be positive supporters for the respective teams and to demonstrate good sportsmanship throughout the contest. Participants are asked to be positive role models and to remember that you represent your school and community by your actions. Please help us to be number one in good sportsmanship. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that everyone
And with
present
that,
should
we will
face
head
the
to
flag.
a commercial break and we'll be back
Stand at
once
attention to
the
your right
national
and to
anthem
your
is
left and
over.
remove any headwear as we honor.
Go Promo is your go-to for custom apparel, screen printing, embroidery, and hundreds of other promotional products. Put your company logo on a t-shirt, jacket, calendar, mouse pad, pen, or even a backdrop display for an upcoming event. Possibilities are absolutely endless at justgopromo.com. You can also easily set up an online apparel store for your sports team or business. Email or call Twyla, and she'll set up the store, set up collection for online payments, and even deliver your products packaged and ready to go. Email her today, Twyla at justgopromo.com, or call 388-4852. Go Promo. Consider it branded. Van Dam Chiropractic is dedicated to helping you achieve your health goals and improving your quality of life. Dr. Van Dam provides the most comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture care. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, work-related injury, car accident, or just getting relief from chronic pain, Dr. Scott Van Dam will get you back on the road to good health. They look forward to serving you at Van Dam Chiropractic. Call them at 532-5320 or visit them online at vandamchiropractic.com.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
And welcome back, everyone. Just got done here with the national anthem, as I believe we are going to start with the starting lineups here. For the cheerleaders first here for the West Fargo Packers. And when we do that, we want to give a big shout out here to our sponsors at Van Dam Chiropractic, Sean Carlson at Town Country Credit Union, Go Promo, and Healing Touch Chiropractic. Again, they make these streams and broadcasts possible and available to you. So if you see them out in the community or you go to their businesses, please give them a big thank you for supporting high school athletics in the Fargo-Moorhead area. And with that, we're going to get started with the starting lineups for both teams. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the starting lineup for both teams here. Just going to go real quickly back over them again. Hofstede, the other Hofstede, Newton, Heilman, and Engen for the Devils Lake Firebirds. As for the West Fargo Packers, we have Limke, Nelson, Hagerly, Pease, and Bierenkott. As we have Bierenkott and Newton going to be taking the jump here as we get started here in our first half. As Packers win that one, Hagerly comes away with the ball as he's driving up the court. Guarded there by Newton. Bierenkott over to Pease. He's going for the three. And that's just off the mark. Nice rebound there by Hofstede. As they're going to call a travel on Heilman. So that one is no good, as it remains 0-0, as we're going to see if the Packers can give their fans a little bit of a rest so they can sit down. Limke with the ball here, guarded heavily by Hofstad. Nice move as he goes all the way to the basket. Now it's just off the mark. Rebounded there by Heilman, as he's driving the ball over to Hofstad, who thinks about it, but no good. And it looks like he did move his foot, so they're going to call it travel there on Hofstad. So turnover for the Devils Lake Firebirds, not something that they really want to start out this game there, Cody.
Yeah, that's going to be the second travel on the Firebirds there.
As Limke is going to try to get across half court, as he does. Haley with the ball, as he's going to go down. Bierenkot with a nice little jumper, and he gets the first point for the Packers. So Bierenkot is allowing the fans here at West Fargo High to take a little bit of break as Packers take a 2-0 lead here. Remember now, Packers are 9-0, trying to keep their unbeaten streak alive here tonight as they take on the Devils Lake Firebirds. Over here to Newton, as Hofstad just went down. Excuse me, that was Heilman who just went down and made a beautiful backdoor cut. So nice job there by Heilman getting open and finding the person. Bierenkot with a nice little move as he spins and is able to lay that one in. So Bierenkot here with the 4 points for the Packers. Back to Newton as Packers are going to be in a press here, man-to-man, as they're going to contest Devils Lake in their offense. As that gets given back to Heilman again, and they're going to call a foul, I believe, on either Nelson or Hagerly. And that one is going to be on Parker Nelson. It looks like he had a hold there on Heilman, if that was the correct person, as that ball is given back out there to Engett. Over to Hofstad, back out here to Engett. Hofstad may have got away with a few extra steps there, but nice cut there again by Heilman again. So Heilman with the same exact play as before, as he's able to lay that one back in. So 4-4 here with about 16 minutes to go, as Brett Limke's layup is just off the mark, so that one is no good. As Dune's going to come away with the ball here for the Firebirds. Giving up here to Engett, see what he can do. Packers are also in a man-to-man, as they have stayed in this, and it's so far been working all right for them. Giving over to Heilman. He's going to see what he can do. Heilman here with the last few points for the Firebirds as well. As that shot clock is ticking down, let's see if Engett can do something in the last 5 seconds, and they're going to call 3 seconds in the lane. So nice job there by the Packers defense, getting that clock down on that shot clock to about 4 seconds and causing Engett to get a 3-second call in the lane. So turnover there for the Firebirds, as we are tied 4-4 with about 15:30 to go. Limke with the ball, given over to Hagerly, as the Devils Lake Firebirds are also in a man-to-man defense. Bierenkot thought about driving, no good, gives it to Hagerly, thinks about the three, but drives instead as he going all the way, and that one's just off the mark. Nice rebound there by Heilman as he just takes that one right out of Parker Nelson's hands. And that's going to be last touch by Nelson, so ball possession is given to Devils Lake. As they still have 25 seconds on the shot clock, so only 5 seconds came off, so Devils Lake has plenty of time to get something going here. As Heilman's getting the ball, nice backdoor cut there by Engett, and that's just tipped out of bounds off the hands of Engett. So that'll be a Packers ball, as they have another turnover here. See if the Packers can come away with the lead, or if this one's going to stay tied. Limke with the ball, guarded there by Hofstad, as he's driving, dishes it to Bierenkot down on the far side there. Over to Hagerly. Nice ball moving here by the Packers. Bierenkot's going to drive instead, and I think he stepped out of bounds, and he did. So another turnover here in this game, Cody, as we haven't seen a little bit of scoring here in a while for both teams.
Yeah, that's I believe that's West Fargo's first turnover, but Devils Lake has 4 of their own, so turnovers is the thing for the start of this game.
As Heilman is able to get that one across court, as he's just going to go all the way, and he's not going to make it. Hagerly's going to get the ball now, pass it down to Bierenkot, back to Hagerly, and his doesn't go in either, but the rebound on his own offensive rebound is able to go in, so Packers take back the 2-point lead, as Hagerly had a nice job there going after his own rebound and able to put the second attempt in the basket. Nice backdoor cut there by Hofstad, I believe. That was just something that has kind of happened almost all the times that the Firebirds have scored, actually, I'm pretty sure Cody has been on backdoor cuts. So that's something that Anna Polcheski and the West Fargo Packers defensively might need to be aware on, is the fact that the Devils Lake Firebirds are doing a very good job with that backdoor cut in finding the open areas and the open gaps. As Newton's going to take this one out here for the Firebirds. As he passes into Jeffro. As Jeffro is able to cross that half-court line back to Newton. As Newton just goes all the way to the net. Nice job there by Newton, finding the open lane and just continuing to go. 6-6 here, as they're going to say no shot, as it was a foul on the ground before, so that shot will not count. As we're going to have the first team foul and the first personal foul here for Newton and the Devils Lake Firebirds. Given to Hegler. Nice back dish down there to Joel Pease, and that one is nicely laid in, so Pease comes away with the nice little bucket here as the Packers go back to taking the 2-point lead. A lot of movement there by Bryce Volk, as that's given back to Newton. Over here to Jeffro, as Newton's just gonna go backdoor on a nice little cut again, and he's gonna get the and one. So Newton is able to get that one back down, as the Packers are getting beat on the backdoor cut. So we're gonna have our first team foul here, excuse me, the second team foul here for the Packers, and the first personal for Carter Bierncott, as Newton's gonna try to get the 3-point play here.
Yeah, Kenley, that's gonna be our third tie in this game so far, and the Firebirds are looking to get the first lead change of the night here.
And Cody, you gotta wonder, at what point do you take away that backdoor cut? That's how they've scored their last few points here, as that one was no good for Newton, and Olympia's going to take the ball up the court. Has some nice handles there to get it past Bryce Volk, and that one is good. So Lemke with his first points of the night. And again, we have a lead change as the Packers come out on top, and Hofstad just drives all the way down and wasn't even contested. So Hofstad is able to go from end to end and is able to lay that in, as Cade Knutsen's basket just doesn't quite reach in, and that one's going to be the last touch, they're going to say, by Joel Pease and the West Fargo Packers. So Firebirds ball here, as we are tied 10-10 with about 12:50 to go. As that would have said that was maybe a walk, but got away with that one. Guarded there by Jaden Grefstrud from the West Fargo Packers in the corner. Nicely picked off there by Joel Pease. And it looks like Joel Pease is just going to fall out of bounds, so he actually throws that one away, as ball is given back to the Firebirds.
Yeah, Kenley, slow start for both teams here, West Fargo and Devils Lake, as a lot of turnovers here for Devils Lake, and West Fargo just hasn't been getting those shots to fall.
As Bryce Volk has got it, almost with the travel there, but was able to keep his foot down. Hofstad with the ball here. Gives it to Baith, and that one is back to Newton, as Jeffro is going to try to deal with it, but Hagerly's going to come away with the ball. He's just going to take a nice little jumper, and that one is in and out. So no good, as both teams are kind of having a little bit of a struggle making the nice little jump shots and layups here down low. As Hofstad's three is in, so Hofstad gets the first three of the night, and he causes the Firebirds to go on top. 10-13, Firebirds lead, as they're going to call a foul here, as that one's going to be on Bryce Volk, which is going to be his first personal and second team foul of the night, as we have some changes coming in here for the Firebirds. And we're going to have another foul here on Gage Meyer, which is his first personal and third team foul, as they inbound that ball. The Packers got 30 seconds here on the shot, and they're going to call a travel there, as Bierncott took a few too many steps before he was able to get that ball off. So maybe not the start that Packers fans were exactly hoping for, as remember, the Packers are unbeaten at 9-0, and the Devils Lake Firebirds have yet to win a game. They are 0-8. As that ball was tipped out of bounds there by Bierncott. So Enget's going to take the ball out here for the Firebirds. She's going to get that in there to Meyer. Back to Engit. As Engit's going to go the whole way. And they're going to say that's a no-go. They called a travel on that one. So Engit took a few too many steps and turnover there by the Firebirds as we have Hofstad coming in here. Good to be known that we have 2 Hofstads tonight. Drew Hofstad, number 1, and Hayden Hofstad, number 3. As Limke's got the ball, and he is going to be going up the court. Pass there to Hagerly. Back to Jaden Grefsrud here. Over to Hagerly. Limke's going to see what he can do as he's going to drive the lane. Heavily contested. Nice little free shot there, really, but no good on that one. As Engit's going to come away with the ball for the Firebirds. And now to call a foul on Jaden Grefsrud. So that's going to be Grefsrud first and 3rd team foul here tonight. As both teams have been pretty even foul call-wise at 3-3 so far. Ball given it in there to Jeff Rowe. Back to Heilman, who's able to somehow keep that one in. As that one's given to Meyer, and that one's just no good. And they're going to say that was last lap Limke, and there's some questionable looks there from Anna Plucheski, and I have to agree. I thought that that left the hand to Meyer last, but ball given to the Firebirds here as they're given a second chance opportunity. As Nelson makes a nice defensive play there. Again, 10-13, Firebirds lead. As Jeff Rowe's contested there by the Packers defense. Backdoor cut there. Just what they've been doing this whole game, Cody. Just about all their points this game have come from backdoor cuts. As we saw the Packers were maybe a little bit more aware of what was happening that time. So nice job on their part, but they got to take away that backdoor cut.
Yeah, Kenley, and I think the one thing the Packers can do to take that away is just they need to have their head on a swivel. You know, you almost need to have the eyes on the back of your head and just keep your head on a swivel and just be more aware of your surroundings and see who's coming out of that peripheral vision there.
As Engit shoots with about 2 seconds left on the shot, and it's no good. Given there to Bierenkot. Going to go for a nice little jumper, and it's in. So Bierenkot is able to give the Packers a little bit of morale and a boost here as they are only down 1 now. As Heilman's just going to go all the way, and that one's no good, but a nice little tip in there by Meyer. So nice job by Meyer with a nice little tip in. Bierenkot again with the same little jumper, but that one is no good. As Heilman's going to need some help here. Engit comes back with a little bit of a rescue save as that one's given all the way up to Hofstad on the far side. Over there to Meyer. Back to Jeff Rowe on our side as he's just going to kind of look to all the way last the ball a little bit. And Hofstad's going to go for the 3, and that one's well off the mark and over. Bierenkot's going all the way down as he's going to do a nice little jump shot, but that one's no good. I think that net monster is quite alive here on that south end, but I take that back as Brett Limke lays down a 3. Nice job there by Brett Limke. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back tied at 15 apiece here with about 9:30 to go. As this has been a good game so far. Jeffro with the ball, gives it over to Meyer. As that one is just taken away. Nice job there by Parker Nelson as he's going to go in for the layup, and he does just that. So Nelson able to give the Packers the 2-point lead as they lead 17-15 against the Firebirds, as both teams have been very, very hot here coming out in this first half as Jeffro's got the ball. And we're going to have a timeout here by Coach Gathman and the Devils Lake Firebirds. We have a full timeout, so we'll be back right after this break.
Fargo Davies working left to right. They set up Van Dam with the 2-hand slam off the alley-oop. Give the assist to Cole Hayes.
Did you miss any part of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Magnitude's DVR feature puts instant replay instantly into your hands. Revisit a big player score, watch a delayed version of this game, and then click live at any time to return to the live broadcast. Now you don't have to miss the game-winning buzzer beater, your son's 79-yard touchdown run, or your daughter's set-sealing ace serve. Thanks for watching Magnitude Sports.
Outside Satter. Step back 3, number 12. He got it! the first half and 5 so far here in the second half.
And welcome back, everyone. 17-15 here. Packers lead. As I was just informed by my colleague Cody here that we've had 5 ties already in this game, and this is the 3rd lead change. So quite an interesting one here, as we have about 9 minutes to go in the first half. As it looks like it's going to be Devils Lake ball here, as Newton's going to take the ball out of bounds for the Firebirds. We have Schneider come in for the Firebirds out of that halftime break. So Hofstad gives that one away over to Schneider, back over to Newton, over here to Hofstad. As Hofstad drives and goes with a nice little jumper, and that is a one-handed one that goes in. So again, 6th tie now, as it's 17-17. Devils Lake coming back and answering with just about every single point that the Packers have. Nice job there by Schneider, who got that one. Nice deflection there by Schneider, who was able to get that one away from CJ Knutson, but just got a little bit ahead of himself and was called for the travel. Nelson here with the ball for the Packers as he crosses half point. Knutson over here to Bierencott on the near side. Hagerly, as that would have been a nice little backdoor cut there for Knutson, but just a little miscommunication between Hagerly and Knutson, as that one wasn't good. Nice moves there by Parker Nelson, as there's going to be a foul on Drew Hofstad, which is going to be his 1st and 4th team foul, so that's going to be taken out of bounds here for the Packers, as that one's tossed up to Carter Bierencott. Over here to CJ Knutson. Back over to Nelson. Nice movement there by the Packers, and Carson Hagerly able to get that one in. So Mac now with another lead change as Packers come away on top by 2 points here. Hofstad with the ball. He had a wide open Baith down low, but that was a no-go on their part. Nice job there by Hofstad to get it to Knutson, and that one is good. Or excuse me, to Newton, so that one is good. And another tie here, as this has definitely been a back and forth game, and we're gonna have a foul here on the Devils Lake Firebirds, and Carter Bierencott's gonna go to the line and shoot 2. As Baith's gonna have his 1st personal and the 5th team foul. As that one rattles in and out, so Bierencott hoping to go 1 for 2 here at the line, as Limke will come in here for the Packers, and Knutson will take a break on the bench. As Bierencott's 2nd one does go in, so Packers now up by 1. As we'll see just so many times, we haven't lead changes or ties. Nice takeaway there by the Packers, as Hagerly goes for a little jumper, and that one is good. So Packers able to get the 3-point lead, as we see Hofstad very heavily contested. Newton over to Schneider, back to Hofstad, down low to Baith, and that one is in and good. So nice ball movement there by the Devils Lake Firebirds, as it touched everyone's hand for the Firebirds on that court during that play. Poked over there to Brett Limke, down to Hagerly, who has a nice little jumper, but that one's just short, as he was contested pretty well there by Newton and Baith. As Newton's going to come back with the ball here over to Hofstad. He's going to go for the 3, and that one's in and out. Rebounded there by Parker Nelson, as he's going to take the ball down the court over to Joel Pease for 3, and his is also off the mark. So both teams not exactly really hot from behind the 3-point line today, as that was quite a major push there on Carson Hagerly, as Hayden Hofstad gets his 1st personal and 6th team foul. And right now we are going to go to a commercial break as Alan Polchaski takes a timeout. So 22-21, we'll be back after this.
Go Promo is your go-to for custom apparel, screen printing, embroidery, and hundreds of other promotional products. Put your company logo on a t-shirt, jacket, calendar, mouse pad, pen, or even a backdrop display for an upcoming event. Possibilities are absolutely endless at justgopromo.com. You can also easily set up an online apparel store for your sports team or business. Email or call Twyla, and she'll set up the store, set up collection for online payments, and even deliver your products packaged and ready to go. Email her today, Twyla at justgopromo.com, or call 388-4852. Go Promo. Consider it branded.
And welcome back to West Fargo High School, everyone, where you guessed it, we are in West Fargo, North Dakota. As the Packers are going to get the ball out of bounds here. They're up by 1 with about 6:50 to go here in the first. Nice inbound play there. Hagerly tossed down to Joel Pease. That was a nice move, and that one is good. Nice connection there between Hagerly and Pease, as I thought that one was maybe going out of bounds, but nice job there between the two Packer players as we have Newton here with the ball for the Firebirds.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you on that one, Kenley. Joel Pease just kind of came out of nowhere there, and I thought that was a shot that just wasn't going to go good, but it ended up being a pass, and it worked perfectly.
As Heilman's got the ball, and he's going to go all the way to the basket, but that was just a little too strong, as we've seen him do that quite a few times this game already, Cody. Packers getting lucky with that one, just not falling in, as that's going to be last touch by Heilman. So Packers are giving the ball to see if they can convert here and grow this lead. As Bierkant goes up, and it's no good. So Packers struggling from down low tonight and getting the nice little bunnies in, as you can kind of see the disappointment there on Carter Bierkant. But, you know, completely understandable as a player. It's always hard to do, but remember to keep your head high, as Jeffro's 3 is off the mark. Nice rebound there by Limke, as he's going to get that one back for the Packers, as he comes out with a little bit of spitfire, as that one's given to Hagerly for 3. And that one is in and out, as that's going to be last touch by Newton. So Newton and Pease is kind of battling out there underneath.
Boys, has that right hoop here that you see on your screen has not been nice to Carson Hagerly and Bierkant, as they've yet to get one to fall, and it just seems like it rattles out every single time.
Yeah, that south end basket, Cody, has seen a lot of problems, not only for the Packer boys, but also for the Packer girls and other teams, as Limke is able to get a nice little jump shot to go in. So Heilman heavily contested there. Newton somehow comes away with it, and they're going to call a foul there, I believe, on Joel Pease, which is going to be his first personal and 4th team foul.
If you're just joining us, this is going to be our largest lead of the night, 5 points. It's been a very back-and-forth game.
Yeah, as we had a few players here check in for the Firebirds. Ball given in there to Hofstad, or excuse me, Bryce Volk. As we have Enkett now carrying the ball down the court, as he's just kind of barreling his way down over to Meyer. Nice breakaway there for the Packers, as Nelson's going to come down with absolute speed and fire, and that was just a little too strong. Nice move there by Nelson, and can never doubt that kid's hustle. As Enkett thought about it, Heilman's going to go for the 3, and that one's just off the mark, as Limke's going to come away with it instead. Ball pass up to Joel Pease on the near side, as he's going to cross over, give it to Hagerly. Limke now with the ball, and they're going to call a charge here on Brett Limke. So that's going to be Limke's first personal and the 5th team foul of the night here, as Limke kind of got a nice little push off there. So nice job there by the Firebirds on drawing the foul, as that one was actually saved by Parker Nelson. So nice job there, but Firebirds going to come away with it. Heilman's got the ball, as he's going to drive, do a nice little spin move, and that one is in. So Heilman brings us back to a 3-point game. Nice job there by Heilman, who's absolutely killing it tonight for the Firebirds. He leads the team with 6 points so far. Hagerly with the ball, thinks about it, gives it back to Nelson, back to Pease. Over there to Limke, as we see that throughout this whole first half, Firebirds have been in a man-to-man, as Hagerly is able to get a nice little 2-point basket there, as he might have got away with a foot on the line, as the Devils Lake Firebird fans were not too happy about that call. But
I was just going to say that, Kenley. I think Hagerly got away with it. Looked like he stepped on that line, but that's going to be a break for Hagerly and West Fargo Packer fans.
As we are back to a 5-point differential, here's the Packers lead 28-23 with about 3:30 to go. Nice job there by Jaden Grefsrud, causing a turnover. Back to Grefsrud, who's going to go all the way, but gives it to Nelson instead. As that ball's given to Limke, as he's going to drive instead, and they're going to call a foul here on Bryce Volk. So that's going to be 7th team foul here for the Firebirds. So Limke's going to go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1, as he's going to see if he can add to this lead as Bierenkot comes in for the Packers, as Newton, Heilman, and Hofstad come in here for the Firebirds. As that one is just short. Newton with a nice rebound there for the Firebirds, giving up to Engit. As we're gonna see him give it to Hofstad, who thought about the three, but no go. As Hagerly was able to get the close out there. That was very nice. Nice job there by Bierenkot to just take it away as he gets a nice little layup. And that's some much needed points there for Carter Bierenkot. Will hopefully pick up his morale and his confidence with himself. As we have Coach Gaffman and the Devils Lake Firebirds taking a timeout, so we'll be back right after this break.
Dr. Scott Van Dam provides comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture health care. He specializes in treating conditions involving the nerves, muscles, and joints in patients from infants to elderly. If he finds your condition is one that cannot be resolved or you're not seeing improvement with treatment, he will get you to a doctor who can. Call Dr. Scott Van Dam at 701-532-5320. Also, visit them online, vandamchiropractic.com, or stop in for a consultation at 1203 28th Street, South Fargo.
At half.
And we got a little bit of an update for you in the girls' game, as West Fargo girls are in Devil's Lake, as the Firebirds are leading 21-9 at half. We'd also like to inform you that this is the biggest lead between the two teams that we've had all night at 7. Another big reminder that's pretty important about these two games here for both the girls and the boys is that this is a 2-point game for both, as in the Packer boys will not travel down to Devil's Lake, and the Devil's Lake girls will not travel down to here. So this counts for 2 points in EDC standings, as Bierenkot gets a nice little jumper as that one falls in. So Bierenkot with 4 points here in about the last minute and a half. As Newton's got the ball, gives it back to Hofstad. He goes for the 3, and that one is good. So Hofstad gives some momentum here for the Firebirds, as we can hear their fan section pounding on the bleachers as he makes it a 6-point deficit here. Nice job there by Newton, and they're going to actually call a foul on Newton, I believe. So that's going to be a foul on Newton, which is going to be his second personal and 8th team foul. So Pease is going to go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Real quickly, we'd like to sponsor our we'd like to talk about our sponsors here: Van Dam Chiropractic, Sean Carlson at Town Country Credit Union, Go Promo, and Healing Touch Chiropractic. Again, they make these streams possible. So if you see them out in the community or you go to their businesses, please give them a big thank you for supporting high school athletics in the Fargo-Moorhead area. As Piaz goes 2 for 2 and gets some much-needed points here for the Packers, as that cushion of a lead continues to grow. As that one's given to Heilman, as he's going to cross over the court, over there to Jeffro, back to Engit here now on the near side. Over to Jeffro, as he's going to drive, but that's going to be a nice job there by Limke, who's able to stop him, as Heilman's going to go for the 3, and that one's just off the mark. Nice rebound there by Carter Bierenkot, as he's got a 1-on-2 situation. See what he does, gives it to Nelson, and that one's just out of the hands of Nelson, as Jeffro's going to come back with a 3-on-1. He's going to go for the 3, and that's just off the mark. Limke with a nice rebound, passes that up there to Joel Pease, over to Bierenkot, who's going to go with the underneath the hand basket, as that one is good for Bierenkot. So Bierenkot looks like he's getting a little more comfortable here with his game, as he didn't look too confident at the beginning of this first half, but doing a nice job warming up and getting comfortable in his own house and in his own zone. Now we're going to call it kick there on Engin, so ball's going to be given to the Packers on the baseline here, as we are 36-26 with about 1:20 to go.
Yeah, Kenley, you're talking about Bierenkot finally starting to heat it up, and he's actually leading the Packers with 13 points on the night. So maybe he's getting a little confidence as those baskets are starting to fall.
And Hagerly's ball is just off the mark as Hofstad comes up with a rebound, given to Heilman. As Heilman seems to kind of be taking control here for the Devils Lake Firebirds and trying to get them going, as Hagerly has a nice little steal away, and that growth of baskets and points continues as Packers are up by 12 now. Engett crosses over the line. And they're going to call a foul there on Bierkant. So Engett's going to go to the line to shoot 2, and Bierkant's going to get his second team foul of the night and the 6th team foul of this half. It's good to note that as the Devils Lake boys team is 0-8, the Devils Lake girls team, as when I last checked, which would have been about Friday, Saturday, they are 6-0, so they're undefeated, which is the opposite of this boys team. So definitely a good game going down there, as there has been a good game going on here tonight, as those two were no good. As Limke is going to see if he can do something up here. About a 20 second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. So Packers are going to have to get one off here. As that one's given back to Hagerly, who's going a little bit too far. Nice underneath the basket, but that one's no good. Hits the rim, and that will actually reset the game clock. So nice job by the Packers. Limke for 3. And that one's off the mark, but into the hands of Carter Bierkant. Over there to Joel Pease for 3. And that one is no good either. So Packers not too hot from behind that three-point line, as they look to get something going here. As there's about 8 seconds here. Let's see if Firebirds can get anything as they go on to halftime. As that was a deep 3 by Jeffro, and that one's no good. And that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. 38-27 here. Packers lead at halftime. We'll be back right after this break.
Fargo Davies working left to right. They set up Van Dam with the two-hand slam off the alley-oop. Give the assist to Cole Hayes.
Did you miss any part of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Magnitude's DVR feature puts instant replay instantly into your hands. Revisit a big player score, watch a delayed version of this game, and then click live at any time to return to the live broadcast. Now you don't have to miss the game-winning buzzer beater, your son's 79-yard touchdown run, or your daughter's set sealing ace serve. Thanks for watching Magnitude Sports.
Outside Satter. Step back 3, number 12. He got it! 7 in the first half and 5 so far here in the second half.
You can capture the moments and memories of this game and all of our past sports broadcasts on DVD. It makes a great gift for a parent, relative, son, or daughter. Please allow 1 to 2 weeks for standard delivery. Place your order now, quickly and easily at msportsnet.com/DVD.
Whether you are looking to refinance your current mortgage and save or purchase a new home, Sean Carlson with Town & Country Credit Union can help. With over 15 years of mortgage experience, he is an expert on VA, FHA, USDA, first-time home buyer, and conventional home loans, and can help determine the best loan product to fit your needs. His borrowers agree, saying, Sean was a pleasure to work with and made the entire mortgage process easy. I highly recommend him. Ready to check out how Sean and Town & Country Credit Union can help make your financial life easy? Stop by one of our 6 convenient Fargo, West Fargo locations or visit townandcountry.org today. From free checking accounts to auto loans to commercial and ag loans and, of course, home loans, Town & Country Credit Union has the low loan rates, flexible terms, low fees, and personal service you deserve. See for yourself how much you might save. Apply online today at townandcountry.org. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Magnitude Sports has delivered over 1,000 broadcasts capturing all fourth quarter comebacks, walk-off home runs, buzzer beaters, 62-point volleyball sets, and double overtime victories. The excitement is on Magnitude Sports. Over 150 teams from 5 states and 2 countries have been featured on Magnitude Sports at both the varsity and sub-varsity levels. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and select your alert preference so you never have to miss that big moment from your favorite area sports team. Find us on Facebook and Twitter too. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Dr. Scott Van Dam provides comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture health care. He specializes in treating conditions involving the nerves, muscles, and joints in patients from infants to elderly. If he finds your condition is one that cannot be resolved or you're not seeing improvement with treatment, he will get you to a doctor who can. Call Dr. Scott Van Dam at 701-532-5320. Also, visit them online, vandamchiropractic.com, or stop in for a consultation at 1203 28th Street, South Fargo.
And welcome back here. 38-27, Packers lead at halftime with about 6 minutes here left to go. As we'd like to give a little bit of an update on some upcoming games we have going on this week on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. On Thursday, the 28th, we will have Barnesville United, Clay Becker, and Breckenridge in wrestling. We will have Perm versus Frazee and Grand Rapids in wrestling. And we will have Fargo North versus Chase and his Mayport CG Boys Hockey Ice Dogs team. And that game will have JV and varsity, so that'll be a Thursday, as Chase and his team is going to be taking on the Fargo North Spartans. As for Friday, we have West Fargo versus Cheyenne in girls basketball. That'll be here at West Fargo High School. We'll have CJV and varsity starting at 4:15. We'll have Barnesville versus Holly in girls basketball. That'll be just JV and varsity. And we'll have West Fargo United versus the Bismarck girls hockey team. That'll be, I believe, at 7. As they kind of had a big loss previously. The Bismarck girls did this. They lost 6-1 against the Fargo Davies girls, as that was a pretty big game that they had. So it'll be an interesting one here with United versus Bismarck. As for Saturday, the 30th, we have Fargo North South versus Bismarck in girls hockey. So we'll have Bismarck 2 days in a row. Once on Friday with West Fargo United and once on Saturday with Fargo North South. We will also have boys basketball, Barnesville versus Pelican Rapids, JV and varsity on Saturday as well. Again, we'd like to give a big shout out to our sponsors at Van Dam Chiropractic, Sean Carlson at Town Country Credit Union, Go Promo, and Healing Touch Chiropractic. Again, they make these games possible, and they give them to you. So if you see them in the community or you go to their businesses, please give them a big thank you for sponsoring and helping support athletics and high school athletics in the Fargo-Moorhead area. So you're able to watch them from wherever you please. Another reminder here that right now Packers are 9-0, ranked number 1 in the EDC. As for the Devils Lake Firebirds, they are 0-8, and towards the bottom of that poll there in EDC. As the Firebirds are up 29-21 now, so Packers going on a little bit of a run here in the second half. As Firebirds are getting up 29-21. And good to mention here that the Firebird girls team is undefeated so far, as the Packers are, Packer girls team is trying to come away with a win up in Devils Lake. Again, both of these games here, the boys game here at West Fargo High School and the girls game at Devils Lake High School, is 2-point games. So these will count for 2 points in EDC standings, as the teams will only play one time this entire year. As with that, we'll let you know about the next games for both teams. Devils Lake's next game is this Friday at home versus Wahpeton at 7:15. The next game for the Packers is Friday, the 29th. They're going to be away versus Grand Forks Central at 7:15. And then they got a really big one going on the next day, as they will be taking on the Cheyenne Mustangs, ranked number 2, as the Packers came away with that first win as they contended against the Mustangs the first time this year at home, as we'll see if they can come away with a second win and continue their undefeated streak if their lead here continues. As for that, the leaders for the Packers in scoring-wise is Carter Bierenkot with 13, and Hayden Hofstede with 7 for the Devils Lake Firebirds. With that, we have about 2 minutes and 30 seconds here to go until we come back from halftime. So we will be taking a quick break, and then we will be back right after this.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
And welcome back, everyone. 38-27 here, as both teams have now made it back onto the court as halftime is nearing the end. We'd like to let you know about our media networks. For right now, we have over 2,000 followers on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and we very much appreciate the follows. As for if you'd like to get a DVD, a video, go to msportsnet.com/DVD. Again, you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram. You can tweet at us, like a post. As for YouTube, we are on YouTube. That's how you can get these streams. We are also able to stream them on Facebook, so go to Facebook or YouTube to get these streams. As for game schedules, we kind of went over that already. Thursday, we'll just go over again real quick, as Barnesville United, Clay Becker, and Breckenridge will take each other on in wrestling. Perm versus Frazee and Grand Rapids will take on each other in wrestling, as Fargo North versus Mayport CG Ice Dogs is going to be having a game there on Thursday, as well as that's going to be JV and varsity. So we'll see if Chase's Ice Dogs can come away with the win, or if the Fargo North Spartans are going to come away on top of that one. Again, you can also get games on demand here. If you go onto our website, you can see the games that we have on demand and available. Just again, order that from the website, as you saw on the previous screen. As with that, we have about 20 seconds here to go, as we are going to get started. Again, the Firebirds are up 29-21 against the West Fargo Packer Girls, and that was in the second half. They're just a little bit ahead of us so far. They hit halftime about 2 minutes before we did. As the Packers and the Firebirds are both now ready to go. As it looks like it's going to be Firebird ball. Newton here is going to inbound it. Gives it over there to Hofstad. Again, we have two Hofstads. Drew Hofstad is number 1, and Hayden Hofstad is number 3 for the Firebirds. As that's a nice ball movement there by the Firebirds, as Enget's ball just isn't quite able to go in, but he's able to get his own rebound and lays that one in the basket. So Enget gets the rebound, and it gives the Firebirds 2 points. Out there to Pease here, who's going to drive. Nice little jumper, and that one's just off the mark, as I thought that one was maybe going to roll in. But Hofstad coming away with the ball, as Parker Nelson comes back out of the middle of nowhere. Again, the hustle in that kid is absolutely amazing, as Heilman has a nice takeaway there, but there's going to be a foul there on Brett Limke. So Limke is going to get his second personal of the night and the first team foul of this half, as he just got called for riding his player down the court, as Heilman is able to get that one in. So Firebirds coming out pretty hot here in the second half, Cody, on 4 unanswered points. Lemke with the ball here, gives it over to Nelson. Pease with the screen over to Hagerly, who thought about the 3 but doesn't go for it. He's going to go all the way to the net instead, and that one rolls in and out. So Packers struggling a little bit from maybe both ends of the court. Maybe that net monster moved to the north end of the court, and is causing some problems there for the Packers, as their bunnies have been a little bit hit or miss so far tonight. Hofstad with the ball, gives it back to Engen. Over here to Hofstad. Back there to Newton, who's going to drive, gives it over to Heilman, who's going to go all the way to lane, and he's got it. Nice move there by Heilman, as he's making it all the way to the lane, and just like that, they're on a 6-0 run. Packers need a response here, as they're only up now by 5. P is for 3, and that one's off the mark. Rebounded there by Hayden Hofstad, as he's going to give it to Heilman. Again, Heilman currently leads the Devils Lake Firebirds with 10 points, as Hofstad gets another 3 here. So he has 6 on the night. And again, that is our 8th tie And our third change, so that's not quite a tie yet. It's 38-36, but we're getting pretty darn close. As there's going to be a foul there on Joel Pease, so that's going to be his second personal and second team foul. As the Firebirds stand here on our side, when you can't see, is quite riled up and ready to go. As Heilman's going to go for two, and Heilman has come out just about on fire, Cody. You cannot doubt that he's definitely a player who's been leading this team first half and into the second half.
Yeah, what a valiant effort here by the Firebirds. And you know, they have that 0-8 record, but they're playing with nothing to lose. You know, West Fargo's undefeated, and Firebirds are giving it all on the line, and as a result, they're only down 2 points and slowly coming back to taking the lead again. So valiant effort by the Firebirds, and the West Fargo Packers need to just get back to playing their basketball. You know, this isn't their best basketball they're playing right now. They got to get back to the basics, start feeding it to Barroncott and Hagerly. You got so many guys you can feed it to, and just start playing your game, and they'll be fine.
As it looks like Drew Hofstad's going to get the first team foul of this half for the Firebirds, and he's going to second personal. As that's given to Limke here. Back over to Hagerly, there to Barroncott as they're going to try to do something. Given to Pease.
Firebirds fans wanted to travel on Barroncott there as they thought he was moving his pivot foot there.
Yeah, and we've seen as the Firebirds have gotten closer and closer and have kind of come out here on fire in the second half. So has their fan section coming out, being louder and causing a little bit of a ruckus here on our side of the court, Cody. As Barroncott's first one goes in. Second one just a little too strong. Rebounded there by Engich as he's going to take the ball up the court. As that's given to Heilman, and he's going to be contested there. That's going to be saved, but not quite, as that's going to be out on Hayden Hofstad. So ball there given to the Packers, as that was nice defense as they were able to cause a little bit of a ruckus for the Firebirds and were able to cause a turnover here as the Packers have the 2-point lead, 39-37, with about 15 minutes to go. Pease for three, and that is good. So Pease makes it a a two-possession game. And the lead is now by 5, 42-37. We'll see if the Firebirds can respond here as Heilman's got the ball, and he's had a good response almost all game, given to Hofstad there. Nice, he's going to go all the way, and Hayden Hofstad has a response, and just like that, he's got two. So Hofstad now with 9 on the night for the Firebirds, as he is second leading scorer, with Heilman having 11. Parker Nelson with the ball. He's going to drive all the way, and they're going to call a charge. Nice job on the Firebirds. I believe it was Drew Hofstad who took that charge, as that's going to be the fourth team foul of the night and third personal there on Parker Nelson. So, Cody, Devils Lake kind of getting into a little bit of a groove here, causing some troubles. And if you're a Packers fan or player right now, you got to be thinking, hey, we need to really stay on our game if we're going to want to come away with this win.
Yeah, I agree with that charge call, Kenley, but I'm not going to ignore the fact that there was some good acting there by the Firebirds. And you talked about their crowd getting into it, and as a player, you love that, because once that crowd gets into it, that just fuels the Firebirds right now, and you start getting confident, and it just helps the overall team morale.
As Pease is going to be going to the line to shoot two. As again, they were having a little bit of trouble down there with the nice little bunnies, as Newton for the Firebirds is going to get his third personal and third team foul of the second half. As Pease's first one is good. As CJ Knudsen comes in here for the Packers, and Jeff Rowe, Rice Volk, and I believe that would be, Baith, who also came in here for the Firebirds. As that's going to go up to Hofstad on the near side. Back to Jeff Rowe. Over there to Heilman. into the corner there is Bryce Volk. Over here to Baith. As Hofstad's got it. And then number 3 is Hayden Hofstad. His brother is number 1, Drew Hofstad, and he's currently on the bench. As Heilman's going to go all the way to the basket, and that one just doesn't go in. So nice try there by Heilman, just going to the basket, but that one's no good. Hagerly for 3, and that was just off the mark. Rebounded there by himself, as that one's just dished there to CJ Knutson, and that one is good. So nice pass there by Carson Hagerly, as he is able to somehow get that ball in between 2 Devils Lake Firebirds and gives it to CJ Knutson, who's able to lay it in for his first 2 points of the night. As that ball is getting here to Hofstad. Now to Baith, who's being contested at the top of the key. Again, Packers are going to stick to that man-to-man zone that they had in that first half. As Heilman's going to go over there to Jeffro, saves it, but then Hofstad for 3, and it's good. And he had just about 3 seconds left on the shot clock. As Hofstad now will lead the Firebirds with 12 points. Carson Hagerly for 3, and that one is good. As he said, what you can do, I can do too. So 49-42, as looks like Jeffro's going to step on the line. So possession arrow, and the cause of that is going to be given here to the Packers, as there's a turnover there for the Firebirds. So there's probably something they don't want here, Cody, as this game is kind of getting hot here, as the Firebirds had a much-needed 3-point there by Hofstad. Packers coming back with a nice response of their own, and there's going to be a body there on Jeffro. Again, good sportsmanship there between Jeffro and Knutson, which is always something great to see. Respect for officials, coaches, and players is something that's always great to see, and should never go underappreciated or untold, as that's going to be another foul there, as it looks like Drew Hofstad pretty much rode the back of Jaden Grefscher there for quite a while, as Grefscher's going to walk off a little gingerly and slowly, as he's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, that could have been an ugly play, but what I like there about Jaden Grefscher there is he knew that play wasn't going anywhere, and it was just a smart thing of him not to take that shot. You know, he saw that the defender was coming on his back, and he just kind of slowly fell and kind of helped the Firebird there. So great sportsmanship there to really care about the health of the athlete.
As Grefscher goes 2 for 2, so just like that, it's a 9-point game, and the Packers are on a little bit of a run here, as Bryce Volk is able to save that one, give it to Hofstad, over to Newton, over to Jeffro, who's going to drive to the lane. He's going to take the nice little jump right there at the elbow, but it's no good as he gets his own rebound. And that one is good. So tremendous effort there by Jeffro, who goes to the lane, isn't able to get the first one to drop, gets his own rebound, and is able to lay down the second one. As we're going to have a body here on either Bryce Volk or Newton, and that one's going to be on the floor. So Packers are going to get the ball underneath the basket. That foul is going to be on Bryce Volk, which is going to be his 3rd of the night. And 16th foul of this half, as Joel Pease was given the ball right away, thought about the 3, but doesn't go for it. Carter Bierenkott's going to go all the way, and that one's just no good, as he gets fouled. So I believe Bierenkott will be going to line to shoot 2. And his Bierenkott's kind of been having he started out this first half a little tough, was able to heat up and did a really good job here to become the leading scorer for the Packers in the end of the first half, as we'll see if he can add some points here to the Packers' lead. As that first one is good. Again, we'd like to give a shout out to our sponsors at Van Dam Chiropractic, Sean Carlson at Town Country Credit Union, Go Promo, and Healing Touch Chiropractic. Again, they make these streams possible, so if you see them, please give them a big thank you. As Bierenkott is able to go 2 for 2. So 9-point lead here for the Packers with about 11:45 here to go in this second half. We'll see if the Firebirds are able to come back with a response, as Enget's going to go for the 3, and that one's just in and out. Joel Pease with the rebound, as he's going to take it up the court here. Tosses it over there to, nope, just joking, as he goes for 3, and it's good. So Joel Pease with a little bit of fake me out there, as I fell for that one, and he gets the 3-point basket, and it's a 12-point game, ladies and gentlemen, as we have Derek Gothman and the Devils Lake Firebirds taking a full timeout, so we'll be back right after this break.
Fargo Davies working left to right. They set up Van Dam with the two-hand slam off the alley-oop. Give the assist to Cole Haynes.
Did you miss any part of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Magnitude's DVR feature puts instant replay instantly into your hands. Revisit a big player score, watch a delayed version of this game, and then click live at any time to return to the live broadcast. Now you don't have to miss the game-winning buzzer beater, your son's 79-yard touchdown run, or your daughter's set-sealing ace serve. Thanks for watching Magnitude Sports.
Outside Satter. Step back three, number 12. He got it! 7 in the first half and 5 so far here in the second half.
And welcome back, everyone. Packers leading by 12 for 56-44 with about 11:20 left to go here in this second half. Again, some upcoming games for this Thursday. We have Barnesville United, Clay Becker, and Breckenridge in wrestling. Perm versus Frazee and Grand Rapids in wrestling. We have Fargo North versus Mayport CG, and boys hockey, and that'll be JV and varsity. As this is going to be Firebirds ball here, as that's going to be given there to Hofstad, and over there to Bryce Volk, over there to the other Hofstad. As we're going to see if the Firebirds can maybe make this a 10-point game or even a 9-point game. As Hofstad's got the ball, nice cut there by Heilman, as he's able to come away with that one somehow. So nice job there by the Packers, able to cut that one away. As Heilman's just going to go all the way, and he's going to go to the line to shoot two. So Joel Pease is going to get his third personal, and 6th team foul of the night. Or excuse me, 5th team foul of the night. As Limke is going to come in here for Pease for the Packers. As Heilman will see if he can get his second one to go down. And as that one is short. Rebounded there by Grefsrud. Again, we had pretty big games here with the C game being a win, 81-64, a win for the Packers JV team. In our JV matchup, the Packers came out with a 100-48 win, as we had a nice dunk by Nick Carlson at about the 10-minute mark in that second half, as Drew Hofstad is able to get the 3-point, as that is a nice job there by Jaden Grefsrud, who's able to fake out some defenders and is able to get the bucket with his left hand as well. So Hofstad here with the ball. That's tipped out of bounds there by Carson Hagerly. So Packers coming out here with the pressure. Even though they've got the 11-point lead, they are not letting up on their defense. Continuing in that man-to-man defense that we have seen all game from both sides. That one's given to Hofstad for 3, and that one is in and out. So Hayden Hofstad's 3 is no good, as Hagerly's going to take the ball up the court. He's going to go all the way, does a nice little jump shot. That one's just a little too strong, gets his own rebound, as that one's just a little too short. As we're going to have a jump ball here, and possession arrow is going to say it's going to stay here with the Packers. So nice job by Jaden Grafsrud and Engage for the Devils Lake Firebirds on causing the jump ball, as Baith comes in for Engage for the Firebirds, and Nelson comes in for Bierencott for the Packers. As Schneider comes in for Bryce Volk as well for the Firebirds. And that will be tipped by Drew Hofstad. So ball given back to the Packers, as we'll see if they can somehow come away with something a little more giving here in this second time. Hagerly with the ball, and he's going to let that one go in. So Hagerly is going to be able to get the and one, as his first 2 shots before that were just one too strong and one too short. As Hofstad, Drew Hofstad, number 1 here, has gotten his 4th personal and 8th team foul, as Drew Hofstad is going to take a seat on the bench, and Engett's going to come back in here for the Firebirds. As that one is good, so 61-47, 14-point differential here, and I would say, Cody, that's got to be our biggest lead so far tonight.
Yep, I'd have to agree with you on that one. West Fargo's kind of gotten back to playing their own game, and the Firebirds have kind of lost that that fire that they started this game out with.
Ball given in there to Baith. Gives it back to Engit, who's heavily contested there by Jaden Grafsterd. Over to Schneider, who was able to get the ball across the court. As they're going to call it travel on Schneider, so ball is going to be given to the Packers as Schneider just wasn't able to get that ball out of his hands quick enough, so he was falling to the ground. So just kind of a tough break there for Schneider and the Devils Lake Firebirds. As Limke's going to come away with it, and he's going to give it to Hagerly for the three, and that one's just short. Engit with a nice rebound, gives it up to Hofstad, who's coming down with some lightning speed, gives it over to Hengelman, and it looks like Hengelman is going to be going for two. So they're actually going to say that was when he was going for the shot, which I didn't really see. But Heilman's going to be going here to shoot two at the line as the Packers get their sixth team foul, and Parker Nelson gets his fourth personal.
You know, Kenley, I think one of the biggest storylines in this game so far is the adversity West Fargo's had to face. Usually West Fargo comes out, hits those threes beyond the arc, and hits about everything, but tonight it just hasn't been their best basketball, and they've really fought that adversity, and they've handled it well as a team, and really haven't cracked under pressure, so that's got to be a good thing to see as a fan here for West Fargo.
Yeah, and I think you got to be pretty happy here if you're a Firebirds fan. You know, that's a 3-hour bus ride. It's a long time. And it's hard really to come out ready to play when you're traveling so far. And yeah, you were right, Firebirds are 0-8 right now, but they have nothing to lose, and they're playing a phenomenal game. So big congrats there to the Firebirds for coming out ready to play and not giving up, knowing they're going against an undefeated team. As that's going to be the first foul on Carson Hagerly so far this game, but the 7th team foul this half. As Bjornkott's going to come here for Grefsrud. As the Packers lead 63-48 with about 9:10 to go. As Heilman gets his first one to drop. As Heilman is only able to cut it to a 14-point deficit here for the Firebirds, but nice offensive rebound there by Sam Engit, who's able to get that one back, as Heilman's going to get the ball over there to Hofstad, back over to Engit, over there to Schneider, who's going to see what he can do, passes it over to Heilman, who's going to go for the three, and that one is good. So Heilman comes away with 3, as he's got 16 so far on the night, as he leads the Firebirds. And there's going to be a call here on Joel Pease, and that's not going to be taken too well by Anna Polcheski and the West Fargo Packers bench, as they're saying that should not have been the call. Excuse me, that's actually going to be on Brett Limke. So Brett Limke is going to get called for the moving screen, as I didn't even see Brett in the vicinity, Cody. And Baith's 3 is just off the mark. Nice rebound there by Hagerly, as he had no one around him. Gives it over there to Limke, who's going for 3. And that one is good, so Limke hits it from behind the arc. And it's a 14-point game, 66-52 with 8 minutes, as this game is definitely sped up in tempo, that's for sure. Heilman underneath the basket was wide open and gets that one to fall. So Heilman is currently tied now with Carson Hagerly for leading scorers for both teams. They're both at 18. Bjornkott thought about it, but doesn't go, drives instead, gives it back to Hagerly for 3. And that one's just off the mark. Nice rebound there by C.J. Knutson. And that one is laid in, so C.J. Knutson comes in out of nowhere as one Packer to 3 Firebirds, and is able to come down with the rebound and put that ball back in. Baith with the ball here on the near side. Gives it back over there to Engit, over there to Jeff Rowe, as he's going to take a nice little jump shot, but there's going to be no call there, as that's going to be rebounded by Knutson. Given there to Joel Pease, as he's going to go for the 3. As that one is in and out. Nice rebound there by C.J. Knutson again. And that one's no good. Bierencott is going to go to the line to shoot too. So again, can definitely not take away the fact that C.J. Knutson has come out with some hustle. He's got great hustle, just like Parker Nelson does. Flying out of nowhere, never giving up. As Jeff Rose getting his second personal of the night. Bierencott's first one is good, as both teams are currently in the bonus. The next foul here that the Firebirds give will cause the Packers to go to the automatic double bonus. As Bierencott's second one is also good. So Bierencott goes 2 for 2, and the Packers coming away with a lead that I think, Cody, we were kind of thinking was maybe going to happen a little bit sooner than it was, but Packers just weren't quite ready. As Hayden Hofstad comes away with a 3. And just when the Packers get going, Hofstad always comes away with something, and that was a major call there. That was a nice job there by Hofstad. As Joel Pease gets called for that one, Cody.
Yeah, and Coach Adam Polcheski is giving the ref an earful. He's not a fan with that one, but I also want to add, I think Kenley might have missed it on that last possession by Devils Lake. I can't remember who it was, but it was a beautiful pass between the legs of Carter Bierencott.
And just like that, Hofstad has 6 points in the matter of about 30 seconds and cuts it down to a 10-point game as Hagerly's able to lay that one in. As Carson Hagerly has 20 now, given up to Meyer, and that was just off the mark as he couldn't finish, but it's going to be taken away, but instead they're going to call a foul. So Bierencott's going to go to the line for the double bonus here, so he's going to get 2 automatically. As Meyer's got his second, and the Devils Lake Firebirds have reached that 10 fouls in this second half. Packers not too far behind foul-wise with 9. Bierencott gets his first one to drop. 13-point difference here, but as we saw, Cody, that difference can be cut quite fast, especially by Hofstad with his 2 threes. As this second one is in and out. So 13-point difference still here at West Fargo High School. Packers lead 73-60 with about 6:30 here to go in the second half. Enged goes all the way to the line. Nice job there by Joel Pease, not drawing the foul and keeping his hands straight up. As that's going to toss down all the way to Bierencott. Nice little pass there to Hagerly. And nice job there between the communication there between Bierencott and Hagerly, as Bierencott was no chance of getting that one in. He found his comrade right next to him that was wide open, and Hagerly was able to draw the foul and go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, that's great team chemistry there between Hagerly and Bierencott. They've been playing basketball forever. They played football together, so they have good team chemistry, and that's exactly what it is. As you said, Kenley, Bierencott was in no way ready to make a shot there, and for Hagerly to be ready for that, to bail his man out and draw the foul, that's great to see.
Yeah, I just don't think Bierencott even had the chance to even get up there. He was just guarded by so many people. As like you said, good team chemistry. As Newton tries to go all the way and has a nice moves as he's got to the basket, but wasn't able to get that one to drop. Back to Nelson here on the near. He's going for 3. And that one's just off the mark. Rebounded there by Newton and the Firebirds. As that's going to actually bounce off his foot, but he's going to get it back. As that one's going to try to be saved by Nelson, who runs into the bleachers, but no good. So Hayden Hofstad and Ben Heilman will be coming in here for the Firebirds. As Heilman will come here with the ball for the Firebirds. Give him to Newton. Packers staying in that man-to-man defense. As we see nice ball moving here by the Devils Lake Firebirds as they got about 5 seconds here to go on that shot clock. Engen with the 3, and that one's no good, but looks like Nelson is going to come up with the rebound as he has, again, came up with some great speed and good effort So Hayden Hofstad is going to come away with only his second foul of the night. But it's going to be cause at least Parker Nelson go to line to shoot 2, as that would be the 12th foul this half for the Devils Lake Firebirds. As Nelson's first one is good. Second one rolls in and out, and that was, looks like it's gonna be off the leg of Heilman. So Packers ball, as Adam Polcheski will take a full timeout here. So we'll be back right after this break.
Go Promo is your go-to for custom apparel, screen printing, embroidery, and hundreds of other promotional products. Put your company logo on a t-shirt, jacket, calendar, mouse pad, pen, or even a backdrop display for an upcoming event. Possibilities are absolutely endless at justgopromo.com. You can also easily set up an online apparel store for your sports team or business. Email or call Twyla, and she'll set up the store, set up collection for online payments, and even deliver your products packaged and ready to go. Email her today, Twyla at justgopromo.com, or call 388-4852. Go Promo. Consider it branded. Van Dam Chiropractic is dedicated to helping you achieve your health goals and improving your quality of life. Dr. Van Dam provides the most comprehensive chiropractic and acupuncture care. Whether you're recovering from a sports injury, work-related injury, car accident, or just getting relief from chronic pain, Dr. Scott Van Dam will get you back on the road to good health. They look forward to serving you at Van Dam Chiropractic. Call them at 532-5320 or visit them online at vandamchiropractic.com.
Another update here from the Devils Lake High School, as the Devils Lake Firebirds girls team is taking on the West Fargo Packers girls team, 42-40. Packers coming back here as they are down by 2 in the second half. So again, 42-40, Devils Lake leads by 2. Devils Lake here coming away with the ball, as that's going to be given there to Hofstad to see if he can do anything here for the Firebirds. Over there to Hayden Hofstad. He thought about the 3 and he goes for it. And that one's off the mark, as he was 2 for 2 before that in this half. What a pass by Hagerly up to Joel Pease. Joel Pease then back to Bierencott, and Bierencott lays it in. So Bierencott with 21 on the night, as he is currently tied with Carson Hagerly for most points of the night between both teams. As Hayden Hofstad's shot is just off the mark, so he seems to be cooling down from behind that three-point line, as that's going to be off of Drew Hofstad last. So ball given to the Packers, as Packers lead now is by 17. As we're going to see if the Packers can continue this lead, and if the Devils Lake Firebirds can maybe get a little something going here at the end of the second half. Nice job there by Carson Hagerly to get the and one, so his basket is good. As Heilman's going to get his first personal of the night, and again, over 10 team fouls already for the Firebirds. As Hagerly is able to go 1 for 1 at the line, so 20-point differential, and this is definitely the biggest lead here we've had all night. As Newton's ball is good and in, so from behind that three-point line is Newton, as he's able to get that one in. So Newton giving the Firebirds a little bit of momentum here, as that's what they need. Pease for 3, and that one's in and out. Just rolled out, so that one no good, as Heilman's gonna go all the way to the basket. That one's gonna be no good, but rebounded there by Newton. Gives it out to Hofstad, and they're gonna call a foul there on, I believe that's gonna be Parker Nelson, and that's gonna be Parker Nelson's 5th personal. So Parker Nelson is gonna foul out here for the Packers with about 3:50 to go in this second half, as CJ Knutson will come in to take his place. Again, both teams now in the double bonus, so Hofstad will automatically get the chance to try again. As his second one does go in. So 64-80 here, as they're gonna have a foul there on Hayden Hofstad. So that's gonna be his 3rd personal, as Limke's gonna go to the line to shoot 2. again, the next game for both of these teams will be Friday, as the Packers are going to be in Grand Forks taking on Grand Forks Central at 7:15, and the Devils Lake Firebirds are going to be at home taking on Wahpeton at 7:15. As we'll have a timeout here taken by, I believe, the Packers and Adam Polcheski. So timeout taken. We'll be back right after this break.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
All right, welcome back, everyone. 82-64 with about 3:40 to go here in the second half. A little bit of just an update and some information about the broadcast we will have going on Friday, January 29th. We will have West Fargo versus Cheyenne in girls basketball here at West Fargo High School. CJV and varsity starting at 4:15. We'll have Barnesville versus Holly in girls basketball. That'll be JV and varsity. We will have West Fargo United versus Bismarck in girls hockey on Friday as well. As we get going here with about 3:30 to go, as Heilman does a nice little behind the back, and he's going to go to the line to shoot too. So Heilman kind of juked out Joel Pease and was able to get that ball back in his left hand and try to go for the basket there as he draws the foul and will be shooting two. Currently, Heilman is the second leading scorer here for the Firebirds with 18, as Hayden Hofstad has 19. And just like that, Hofstad and Heilman are tied. As the Firebirds are coming on with some pretty hard defense here, as the clock is ticking down closer and closer to zero, that if they want to get a win here tonight, they're going to have to do some magic. Pease thought about the three, but it's going to drive the lane instead. No go. Gives it over there to CJ Knudsen. Back out to Limke. Back over to Biernkot, as there's 10 seconds on the shot clock, and they're going to have to do something soon. Limke for the two, as that one's just off the mark. And they're going to call a foul. And I believe that one might be so luck there with Joel Pease, as that would have been his fifth, but it's going to be on Carter Biernkot, so that's going to be his third personal. As we're going to have Engit go to the line to shoot two. Again, both teams in that double bonus, as Firebirds have the opportunity to cut this deficit, maybe give themselves a little bit of hope.
Yeah, that was good ball movement by the West Fargo Packers or Kenley, but Limke just couldn't get that step back contested jumper to fall.
And you give it up to the Devils Lake Firebird defense coming out, especially hot here after that timeout, realizing, hey, if we want to come away with a win here, we need to get this going. As Engit goes 2 for 2 at the line, so 82-67, Packers lead with about 3 minutes here to go on the clock, as that one is just lost by Limke, and Heilman will come away with it, given there to Hagerly. As we're going to see here, that's going to go down to Biernkot, as he's going to lay that one in, and that one is good, as there's going to be an injury on the floor, so we will be back. Actually, just give us a moment here. Luckily, Joel Pease is able to walk off the court all right. So Jaden Grefstrud is going to come in for Joel Pease. And we're going to stay here. As ball will be with the Firebirds. Given there to Heilman. Packers also coming out strong with the defense on the press. Given there to Hofstad. Over there, as he's just going to go all the way, but that one's no good. Nice job there by Carson Hagerly, not causing the foul. We'll give it there to Biernkot, and he slams it down. So Biernkot with a dunk of his own, and we had one in the JV game now and one in the varsity game as well. So nice job there by Biernkot and getting up there and getting that one down. Cody, I know I for sure will never be able to hit that rim anytime soon.
Me neither. That was a beautiful dunk by Biernkot.
And get going here to shoot two, as CJ Knudsen will pick up his second personal.
But I'm going to be honest with you, Kenley. I think that was kind of a light dunk from Biernkot.
You know, not as slammed as the previous one from a few games ago. I would agree.
I think Biernkot was a little worried about the defenders coming up to him. But I think Biernkot can pull off something a little more fancy or a little more slam there.
As Packers are able to get that ball across half court, given there to Limke. As the Packers are going to see if they can maybe burn some time off here as they're ahead. As Hagerly drives to the basket and is going to be fouled there. And that's going to be on Heilman. So Heilman's going to get his second personal. And Hagerly's going to go to the line to shoot 2. As Hagerly's able to make his first one. So 16-point lead here for the Packers. And with that, the Devils Lake Firebirds and Coach Gathman are going to take a timeout. So we'll be back right after this break.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
And here we are again at West Fargo High School. The Packers lead 87-71. We want to give you a quick update on Joel Fees for the West Fargo Packers. He was able to walk off on his own and is looking all right as he's over with the athletic trainers right now, getting his ankle taped up. So we're hoping that he will be okay and ready to go for the game they have on Friday. Again, big shout out here to our sponsors at Van Dam Chiropractic, Sean Carlson at Town Country Credit Union, Go Promo, and Healing Touch Chiropractic. They make these streams possible. They support high school athletics in the Fargo Moorhead area, so please give them a big shout out as they're able to bring these streams to you. So big shout out to them. Again, now going to our Saturday, we have Fargo North versus South versus Bismarck in girls hockey, and Barnesville versus Pelican Rapids in boys basketball, JV and varsity. As Hagerly is going to go back to the line to shoot 1 here, as he made his first before we went to our commercial break. As that one is good. Heilman's going to take the ball, gives it over to Hofstad, over there to Newton. Back to Hofstad here in the corner. Again, 3 is Hayden Hofstad, 1 is Drew Hofstad. Heilman's going to drive down the lane. No foul call as he tries to get that one in, and Newton trying to come up with a rebound there, but just couldn't quite get it down, so great effort there by Newton, but ball given here to the Packers as we are now officially over and under that 2-minute mark. Ball given to Gressrud here. As CJ Knudsen gives it back to Limke. Over there to Hagerly. Back here to Jaden Gressrud. And there's 5 seconds on the shot clock. Packers are going to need to do something fast here as Bierenkot just goes all the way. And that one's just in and out, but comes up with the rebound. So Packers get another chance here to burn about another 20 or so seconds off the clock to maybe get this so that by the time Devils Lake has the possession, it is under the 1-minute mark. Hagerly here with the ball on the near side as he's got under 10 now, as he's going to pass it over to CJ Knudsen in the corner for the 3. And that was just on the mark. Rebounded there by Hagerly, and just like that, Hagerly shoots before his feet even hit the ground. So Hagerly makes this a 90-71 basketball game. As we have about just 38 seconds here to go, which means Devils Lake is going to have to get a shot off, which they do. There's about a 5 or so second difference, I'd say about 4-second difference here between the shot clock and the game clock. As Limke is going to just take the ball out here again, we're going to see if the Packers are going to try and get a shot off, or if they're going to do what they did in that JV game, which is just take the shot clock penalty call. But Limke's got about 5 seconds here. He gives it to Hagerly, who's going to see what he can do. As Heilman's going to see what he can do, and Heilman's just going to sit this one out. So just like that, ladies and gentlemen, Packers come away with a 90-71 win here tonight over the Devils Lake Firebirds. They stay undefeated at 10-0 this season. Again, we want to thank you so much for coming in and listening tonight. You can find us back here on Thursday with girls basketball as the Packers take on, on Friday, as the Packer girls take on West Fargo Cheyenne. We'll have the C, JV, and varsity game here starting at 4:15 Again, thank you so much for coming back. A big quick recap on the games tonight. C Squad Packers won 81-64. JV Packers won 100-48. And the Varsity Packers win 90-71. With that, we thank you for listening. Have a good night and take care.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to order a DVD copy of this broadcast, simply visit msportsnet.com/DVD.